It is 105.9 The Mount, Nashville's classic rock. The Rizzo and Jeff Show. 6:05. Coming up, Jeff. I missed every single one of you. I hope you had a wonderful holiday. And in the spirit of gluttony, which we'll get into listener court, I'm going to give you a triple scoop of opening audio. That's 3 clips, guys. Triple scoop. Each scoop is a clip. Are you hungry?
That's it. Pound us with it. I mean, we need it after a long weekend.
Nothing revs the engine?
There's nothing that says, get me the hell back to work like this. Yeah, let's do it. Everybody, you can hear it. You hear them? Through the windows, the excitement on the highways?
I hear Freddie Mercury from the grave saying, give it to me.
It was Dave. Oh, yeah. You wouldn't mind it.
All right, it is Rizzo and Jeff, 105.9 The Mount, Nashville's classic rock, 6:10, and it is time for opening audio. That triple scoop, I promise you, that's not 1, not 2, but 3 clips of audio to get your Tuesday rearing and revved ready.
Look, I got to tell you, people get up in the morning, everybody out there, you're ready to go to work, and you say, what is going to motivate me? And you got up this morning and you said to yourself, clips of audio are going to be the thing that get me going. So guess what? We have your clips of audio. Okay. All right.
It's time for opening audio here on the Rizzo and Jeff Show. A fun, funny way to start your day on 105.9 The Mountain.
Not the whole thing. Just clips of that audio. Okay.
We got a lot of great clips all day, trust me.
We don't give it all to you. We just give you clips.
You ever wonder what it was like to date in Alabama? Well, you know the joke, I'm going to marry my cousin.
Right.
Well,
what joke is that? I miss that joke.
They say in Alabama, they marry their cousins down there.
Do they?
I don't know. Apparently they do. Mm-hmm. But, well, at least according to this lady, she's talking about how she had a flub when pointing out her hub.
Dating a man from Alabama is starting to get a little strange. We met these people recently, and I was standing beside someone else, and they said, how long have y'all been together? I was like, oh, no, that's not my boyfriend. They said, oh, which one is? You want to know what I said without hesitation? I said, the one over there that kind of looks like me. Why did I put it like that? And they looked at me so weird, and it's y'all's fault, because people on social media say we look alike. We're not related. In the South, you might have to check sometimes. Nothing wrong with it. I guess it's all relative.
Yeah, there is something wrong with it.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. That was kind of the point. So maybe that's where that came from. But so listen, just double check. Make sure that whoever you're with is not somehow related to you. I think that's an easy one. You know what I mean?
Look, if you don't want to have kids where their knees are their elbows and their elbows are their knees, okay, it's just try to just stay away from family, okay?
Yeah, little elbow knees.
It's time for opening audio here on the Rizzo and Jeff Show. A fun, funny way to start your day on 105.9 The Mountain.
Before we get to the best motivational speaker since Matt Foley, we're going to get to a woman who speaks to Kanye West telepathically. And, of course, she is from one of the only places where this would happen. We refer to it as Jim-Diana, but it's called Indiana. We have a friend named Jim who lives in Evansville, Indiana, and we can attest that this is absolutely true. People from Evansville, they like snacks, and they're crazy. Would you agree with that statement?
They like snacks and they're crazy? Well, who doesn't like snacks?
I mean, they like a lot of
snacks. That's what they're known for, enjoying snacks.
They're the most obese city in the country, I think.
No, I think it's the meth capital of the world.
It is the meth capital of the world. So maybe it's the meth. You decide.
A woman was arrested in Evansville after she claims Kanye West told her to steal a car that had a child inside. Evansville police responded to calls of a woman trying to get into random cars Friday morning. Officers arrested Ricky Smith after a woman says Smith tried to steal her car with her child in the backseat. When police asked Smith why she tried to take the car, she said that Kanye West spoke to her telegraphically and told her to steal it. Smith is charged with attempted kidnapping and attempted auto theft.
By the way, that is an Evansville newscaster. It's not telegraphically, it is telepathically. Yeah. Just so we're clear.
Yeah, well, you know, consider the source.
That's right. That's right.
It's time for opening audio audio here on the Rizzo and Jeff Show. A fun, funny way to start your day on 105.9 The Mountain.
Now, do you remember Matt Foley, the motivational speaker?
Of course. Who
All
doesn't?
right. Now, Matt Foley was a heck of a motivational speaker. Now, there is a motivational speaker that's going viral. Now, they are saying he's the worst motivational speaker of all time, but dare I say he's probably one of the best because what he does is he tells a little bit, he drops bombs of truth. They're called truth bombs. And I'm going to play for you his entire motivational speech to a football team of 106 students, cheerleaders, band. He got them all riled up. This was his speech. Now, crank up. Here we go. This is a long one here.
Hey, I'm just here to remind you that when life isn't horrible, it's actually pretty good. So if you just don't think about how horrible it is and think about how good it is, then it gets better, even though horrible stuff's still happening.
Right. There it is.
Well, it makes a little bit of sense, you know.
That's it.
One more time. Let me just, yeah.
Hey, I'm just here to remind you that when life isn't horrible, it's actually pretty good. So if you just don't think about how horrible it is and think about how good it is, then it gets better, even though horrible stuff's still happening.
Now, maybe he needed to sit in the basement for the next 4 hours to drink some coffee and get his motivation up, but boy, that was quite a flaccid speech.
Yeah. Well, that sounded like it was coming from a guy that was standing on the edge of a building.
No sleep till The Rizzo and Jeff Show. One is older and wiser. The other's life fell to pieces and his fiance is out of glue. Yeah, you get what you get. Here's to hoping we made the right decision. Weekdays, 6 to 10 a.m. on 105.9 The Mountain.
It is 105.9 The Mountain, Asheville's classic rock, the Rizzo and Jeff Show. I'll be honest with you. I have a sneaky... You brought this up last week. I have a sneaking suspicion that Kenny Jennings is in a heap and helping in trouble, Jeff.
You think so?
Yeah, you said he wasn't going to make it.
I didn't think so.
Well, here's the thing. He's hiring a comedy coach.
Oh, well. Who is it?
Well, I'm going to tell you who it is, and I'm going to tell you...
Goldblum?
I'm going to tell you some of the jokes he's known for.
Yeah. Oh.
Do you know why there are colds or bad criminals?
Oh, we got knee slappers, huh? I can't wait for this. Here we go.
And underneath of Ken Jennings' thumb might be Colin Jost. Ken Jennings has, been coined awkward and unfunny by the woman named Suzanne Prett, president of game shows at Sony Pictures Television. He needs help, Jeff.
Yeah.
And Ken Jennings has hired famed comedy coach and writer Bruce Valanche to help him with his comedic timing.
He's screwed.
And if you know anything, if you know anything about Bruce Valanche, ladies and gentlemen, if you have a moment when you get to work, all right, just keep this name in your mind, Bruce Valanche.
Yeah.
Google him, take a peek.
Hey, Ken, tender your resignation.
Well, Ken says he will not, quote, leave on my own accord.
Okay. So,
he is not.
So his final stand is Bruce Valanche. That's how he's going to do it?
His final stand is Bruce Valanche. He has 4 shooting days a month, which gives him, 20 days to work with Bruce. So we got some Bruce Valanche jokes here. Just wanted to see what you thought, because he needs to become more personal with the audience. He needs to be like his, quote, contemporaries, Steve Harvey and Drew Carey. That's what he's.
Is that what he said? He wants to be Steve Harvey and Drew Carey.
Those are his contemporaries.
I got to tell you, man, this guy's got lofty goals. Let's say.
How did Darth Vader know what Luke got him for Christmas? He felt his presence. All right. Okay. Did you know the first French fries weren't cooked in France? They were cooked in Greece.
This is who he's learning from? And is this your best Bruce Valanche impression?
No.
Okay.
Why don't oysters donate to charity?
Why don't what?
Oysters donate to charity.
Why?
Because they are shellfish.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
About what did the zebra say the first time he saw a piano?
Yeah. What did he say?
Dad?
Yeah. Okay.
So Ken Jennings is up Poops paddle, up Poops Creek without a paddle.
I'll take.
I gotta be honest
listen,
with you, man.
I'll take 600 for hang it up, Ken.
God, all right.
I've been trying to figure out how these guys come up with this stuff. Truthfully, we don't have a clue, and we don't really want to. The Rizzo and Jeff Show tries hard. Doesn't that count? We'll be right back on 105.9 The Mountain.
It is 105.9 The Mountain, Asheville's Classic Rock. Coming up, we have a very special newscast for you, but not before a very special guest. We have Johnny. Johnny, it's been a while. How are you, my friend?
Yeah, doing great, man. Hey, you got Prince Albert and the Ken?
No, I don't got Prince Albert and the Ken. What's that?
Let him out before he smothers. Hey, you got a refrigerator running?
No, I don't.
You better go catch it.
How about this? What's action like in a circus? It's
clowny.
It's intense. Get it?
It's intense in a bowl. Got you, homie.
Now, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Now, wait a minute. What do you think about Ken Jennings hiring Bruce Valanche? Are you familiar with the Valanche?
With Blanche.
No, Bruce Valanche.
Well, maybe
Bruce Valanche.
Yeah, I don't know who that French guy is or whatever he might be.
Well, he's a special guy. He's a very large gay man who wears red glasses, and he writes comedy. He was the center. He was in Hollywood Squares.
Yeah, and Ken Jennings.
Yeah. He's just a smaller version of Richard Simmons. Gotcha. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, well, Ken Jennings hired him to save his Jeopardy career because they say that he needs to be funnier, so he hired Bruce Valanche.
Okay, gotcha. No, I don't know that feller. No, don't know him.
No Bruce Valanche or anything. You just wanted to say hi. I didn't know if you had any Brucey Juice knowledge. That's all.
Nah, I figured you was going to talk about Bruce Jenner or something. You know what?
Pretty close.
The one I know about.
Yeah,
it's pretty close.
That's the only Bruce you know? Okay, all right.
I'll tell you what. All right, Johnny, you're going to love this next thing we're going to talk about. You have a great day. Okay?
Boys, y'all have a nice life.
All right. We'll give it a shot.
Yeah, we'll try. All right, guys, we'll be back after Leonard Skinner. It's the Rizzo and Jeff Show, and I promise you, Jeff, could this be the best newscast ever? I think so. I think it might be.
Oh, you'll see.
It is 105.9 The Mountain, Asheville's Classic Rock, the Rizzo and Jeff Show. Could this be the best newscast ever? We will let you decide, but first, Grandma Emma is on the phone. Grandma Emma, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I know it's early for me.
I know. I'm surprised. What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on so early?
I had to go get gas before taking the kiddos to school. So.
Oh, okay.
Well, we're talking about Ken Jennings.
Sure, yeah. What do you got for Kenny Jennings?
Yeah, do you know Bruce Valanche?
I do, and I tell you what, them hiring all the comedian writers in the world is not going to help him.
Not even Valanche?
What he should have done.
You don't think? Really?
Nobody.
See, I think, listen.
Because Ken Jennings should have taken some of that Jeopardy money that he won and bought himself a personality.
Oh, no, you can't do that to Kenny Jennings.
So you don't like Ken Jennings at all, do you?
I haven't watched it since he took over. I liked Maya a whole lot better.
Yeah.
Blossom.
Yeah. Blossom. I loved her. And but then when they settled on him, I haven't watched it since. So, he's just so dry, and he doesn't have any personality.
You're right. You're right. They're saying that he's bad. You know what? You know what? Maybe he just needs to listen to the show. Maybe just get some comedy instincts from us, because we're going to play the best newscast ever coming up in just a second here. And I promise you, if he drops some bombs like this, he might get a few laughs.
Sounds great. You guys are wonderful. And I tell you what, I used to be in radio many years ago, so I know a good personality group, a couple when I hear one. So, and you guys are great. You guys are great.
Well, thank you. That means a lot, Grandma. I mean, you have a wonderful day, and back to the kiddos up early. We're glad to have you aboard early, okay?
Thank you, darling. Bye-bye.
Take it easy. Look at that. What a compliment.
Wow.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what I was saying was, and maybe she might agree with me, maybe we could host Jeopardy. I'll take 1/10 of what he's making.
Yeah.
What's he making? $3 million? I'll take $300K.
You got to pass the test, though, so, before you can
don't
host
have to
it.
No, I don't. What test? What do you don't need to test anything. What are you talking about?
Trebek took the test all the time.
What test?
To get on the show.
Why?
Because he's just one of
He was Canadian.
I know.
All right, well, anyway, so we have found what could arguably be the best newscast ever. And look, I'm going to let it speak for itself, and then I want your opinion, okay? Jeff, and listen, you can text us, 828-240-1059. Give us a call. We have tickets courtesy of the Asheville Downtown Association for Oktoberfest. But what are your thoughts on this newscast? You hear this, you're watching TV, what are you doing?
Poop on a porch.
Let me start that again. You heard it right.
Poop on a porch. No need to fancy this one up, friends. That's what this next story is all about. New video tonight as Louisville police look for the one doing the number 2 on a porch in Old Louisville. It happened early Tuesday morning. Surveillance footage you're seeing here. A man in a red t-shirt, gray basketball shorts, and socks right there on the front porch. He looked around, did his business, walked away, came back, did it again. And the second time, he rang the doorbell. Roderick Dow lives right across the street and saw it all.
Literally started crapping, like boom. And now then he got up, walked off, and went back down the street.
The homeowner did not want to speak with us on camera, but did share this video footage with us. Again, police looking for this man, so anyone with information is asked to call that anonymous tip line. You know the number, 574-LMPD.
So to clarify...
Literally started crapping, like boom. And now then he got up, walked off, and went back down the street.
So there it is, Jeff. I mean, that is probably the best 37 seconds of news I've ever heard in my life.
Well, they failed to mention that this is not the first time that he's actually done this before. So he's decided to target their house
and
for
it's
whatever
that house
reason.
only, and then he rings the bell.
Well, the second time, of course, you gotta put a little cherry on top. You ring the bell at the end of it the second time around. Why he didn't do it the first time, I don't know.
But your face is being seen every time. Like, someone's going to know who you are.
And he knows there's a Ring doorbell there. Everybody can see them, so everybody knows that it's there. He knows it's there, so he has no care in the world. What you have got to have done something to this man for him to single you out, not once, not twice, maybe 3-4 times, and other times he's probably done it, and you don't know.
But what do you have to do
I don't know.
for someone to...
Poop on a porch.
What do you have to do?
Cut him off in traffic? I don't know. Like, what could you possibly have done? And if he's not your next door neighbor, you would know it's your next door neighbor.
It's not, yeah.
So you have done something to this man for him to target your front porch. What have you done? It's what you got to think about. Did you... I mean, I guess it's better than like doing it and then lighting the bag on fire. But still, are you sure? I mean, I don't think. I think everything wrapped around it is terrible. You got to think what he goes through. So he literally waits till the moment that he has to go. He knows he has to go.
Yeah.
He holds it so he could get to this house
and he runs
and then do it on their porch and then take off.
But here's the thing. He wasn't done. Then he came back and did a second whirly-do.
And then he left you because, I'll tell you what, I think he liked the second one, and he was proud of it, and that's why he hit the doorbell. So he wanted you to see it.
So you think the first one, he was like, this is not good enough, comes back, gives his second round, and then he rings the doorbell.
Right. Dialed up the FiberCon, came back and said, you're getting a good one the second time around, and that's what happened, So. Yeah,
listen, I don't know what you have to do to have that happen to somebody, but or have somebody, do that to you, but, I don't know, maybe, I don't know.
Listen, I would not like to be in his crosshairs. Or anywhere around.
No, let me tell you something. They are some dangerous hairs.
Listen, if he can do that, he can do just about anything. Okay?
Yeah.
If you live in Weaverville, Woodfin, Anka, Black Mountain, Asheville, Fletcher, look, if you can hear this, we're trying our best to help them, and hey, it's gotten better, right? A little? Well, there's some music coming too. The Rizzo and Jeff Show will be back on 105.9 The Mountain. The JNN. No longer Asheville's newest, but still least reliable news outlet. Guys, can't we just tell them to go to 828news.com? All right, fine. The JNN Jeff News Network is ready to inform, enlighten, and, well, keep trying anyways. The JNN is on 105.9 The Mountain now.
The Asheville Police Department is warning the community. They're calling this a sophisticated scam that's targeting locals. According to the police, it's elaborate, they say. That it's urging you to be wary of, unsolicited calls and texts and emails, because what it's saying is that victims are claiming that it says that you failed to report for jury duty, and there is a federal warrant out for your arrest. So then it, begins to ask for your information and things of that nature. So they tell you that legitimate arrest warrants are never emailed or texted. So you will never get a text if there's a warrant out for your arrest. So if anything like that comes in a call or an email, forget about it. If they want you, they'll just knock on your front door, okay?
Yeah, they're not going to let you know about it.
What? Are we still doing this? Really? Wow. Okay. The JNN is puttering, be it around the 828, out in Canton, being lapped by silver sneakers at the French Broad River, or just rereading news by reputable news sources. The JNN is on your radio now on 105.9 The Mountain.
We're in a world where hot dog eating contests are on Netflix, and that happened yesterday. It was a $100,000 grand prize, and it was between Joey Chestnut and Kobayashi. And Joey Chestnut inhaled 83 hot dogs in 10 minutes to Kobayashi's 66. And I told you before, I told you.
You did. I couldn't see it. Couldn't see it. He's such a, but because usually it's the tiny little people that just eat and eat and eat. Kobayashi was like a champ for years.
This was their first face-off in 15 years. This was held at the Luxor Hotel in Vegas. So Joey bested his original 76 to plow through 83 hot dogs. So
does he just chain swallow?
Yes.
He
basically.
just
dunk them in the water,
and then you dunk them in the water and chain swallow. I mean, so it can't be a delicious hot dog. You're just doing it to do it.
Yeah, I guess they're Nathan's. I'm assuming.
Are they allowed to use it because Nathan's has? I don't know. I mean, are they allowed?
I don't know. Maybe they were bar S. What's the difference? He mouthed them.
Yeah.
We've asked them to stop, but they just keep making it worse. So we pick and choose our battles. The Jeff News Network, or as you might know it, the JNN, is on your radio, limping like it's anchored to the finish line. We promise it'll all be over soon, and then back to some music on 105.9 The Mountain.
And a quick check-in from outer space.
Oh, yeah. How are they?
Butch and Sonny?
Butch and Son, how the heck are they?
Things get a little rough.
Oh, Butch.
On Saturday, Butch radioed into Mission Control
oh, man.
in Houston about a sonar-like sound that could be heard coming from the troubled Boeing Starliner. Butch shared the sound with NASA because he was so concerned. NASA, who is not there, by the way, on the space shuttle, says it has no technical impact to the crew. And they're saying it turned out to be stereo feedback. But Butch was a little concerned. So can we go get him?
Are we going to get... You know what? Can we do this? I'm going to put in the request now. I want to be the first people that Butch and Sonny talk to.
Yeah.
I want to be the first people that Butch is... Because I can't... Why are we leaving Butch and Son up there? Butch and Son are freaking out, Jeff.
We got enough money for other things. Can't we just...
Can Elon?
He's working on it. He has to
be
the one.
What about Branson?
I don't know. Hang in there, Butch and Sonny. We're coming.
We're coming.
Someday.
What's going on? It's Rizzo and Jeff, and NFL Week 1 is here, just days away, and a new season means new ways to get in on the action at the DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL.
Yeah, Rizzo, look, maybe you're getting ready to make your first bet. We know DraftKings new here in North Carolina, so how about a simple one, all right? How about we look at this Thursday? Super Bowl rematch going to be happening. You got the Chiefs, you got the Ravens. How about first touchdown scorer, okay? Mm-hmm. And I might go on a limb here and say Patrick Mahomes at plus 1,800 runs one in to be the first touchdown scorer. You could do that. You could do anytime touchdown scorer. So many simple ways to win with DraftKings.
Absolutely. And, $5 on that, man, you're going to get yourself $90. Not only are you going to win $90 on a $5 bet, but you're going to get yourself $25 free, no sweat bets. And if you don't believe us, Larry sent me this video. It's up on the 1059 The Mountain Facebook page. You can check it out. He's just betting parlays, doing all that stuff. Hoping to hit big. Use it. It's $250. So score big with the DraftKings Sportsbook, the number one place for touchdowns. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook using promo code WTMT. That's promo code WTMT for new customers, and you're going to get $250 in bonus bets when you bet just $5 and 1 month of NFL Plus premium on us only on DraftKings, where the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 877-718-5543 or visit morethanagame.nc.gov. 21 plus, North Carolina only. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/ftball. NFL Plus premium offer available only to new and former NFL Plus subscribers. Additional NFL Plus premium terms at nfl.com/terms.
What's a mini break? It's a few minutes of the Autobell Car Wash team doing all the work. They're fast, thorough, and clean my car from the inside out. I'm relaxed just thinking about it.
1059 The Mountain, Nashville's Classic Rock, the Rizzo and Jeff shows. Are we going a little Coleman crazy?
Yeah, Gary Coleman had passed, it has to be like 14, 15 years ago, right?
Did he pass?
Yeah, well, that's the question now.
Did he pass?
Did somebody off Coleman?
Was Coleman murdered?
That's the talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming up, we're going to delve deep into Coleman. We got Gary. We have a documentary. It's called Gary.
And
let me tell you about Gary.
Let me tell you.
Tell me, what are you going to tell me about Gary?
When I first heard this, and we'll talk about it next, I wasn't sure. But now that little man,
that Asa thing?
Oh, that little man, that little 4'8" Coleman. Now I'm intrigued by this. All right,
they do. And they even say he's a little man or a big man in a little body.
Yeah,
that's what they say.
Never count out Coleman.
What you talk about? It's the Rizzo and Jeff Show, 1059 The Mountain, Nashville's Classic Rock. Gary. The name of the documentary. Murder. The accusation.
Yeah.
Coleman. The subject, Jeff. Gary Coleman's wife. Allegedly a murderer. Someone who wanted Gary dead. Saying she fled the scene. She didn't want to be traumatized after the murder. But we have the official teaser for Gary. And we want to share it.
Boy, this is a treat. Gary Coleman, what is it, a biopic? What, a documentary?
This is a 5-part docuseries.
Wow.
Totally.
5 parts?
5 and a half.
What you talk about, Willis? 5 parts?
Willis even makes it. Listen to this.
The kid was a true
That's
star.
Willis.
Different Strokes was a groundbreaking show. The audience loved Gary.
He had a spirit about him. He was always an entertainer.
Was that Mrs. Garrett?
Was it?
I think that was Mrs. Garrett. Hold on.
She's hanging on.
Yeah, she's trying.
If someone had told me my life would have been like this early enough where I could have got out, I would have got out.
The actor's parents and business advisors skimmed some of his earnings.
They took $770,000 and gave it to themselves.
I'd have taken that very deeply to heart.
He said, I just wanted to say goodbye.
When we're here, we're send someone quick. There's a lot of blood on the floor.
The death of Gary Coleman was suspicious.
I don't know what I can say without being sued.
People think that I did this because I'm the ex-wife. I'm the evil person, right?
His life is a cautionary tale.
A big man in this little kid's body.
The greatest child actor of all time.
There's certain performers that change our lives. He was one of them.
Okay, all right.
Well, I guess...
Okay, listen, the greatest performer of our time.
Let's stop.
I mean, listen, I'm so sorry.
The show was on for 5 years.
He died in 2010.
All right. Okay, well,
all right.
I guess what's behind this and why people find it so bizarre is I guess he fell... He
died of a fall down the steps.
Okay.
His wife called 911 but ran.
2 days after he fell, I guess he had died from the brain hemorrhage. So
yeah,
I mean,
there's no smoking gun, but Gary leaves people wondering, if his death was a tragic accident or if it was murder. And all he ever wanted was love. And like they said, longtime pal Dion Mal We are absolutely stumped. Until we found out, there is no other answer. This could be murder. Now, I'm just going to throw this out there. Did they not say that his family stole all this money from him? I mean, if anyone wants to kill him,
it would be his family.
It would be his family, right?
Well,
you know what I mean?
Well, first off, he died like 15 years ago. I think it was 2010.
He did, July of 2010.
Okay, so now we are, after 15 years, we're worried about, Gary Coleman, who took a sling. He's 4'8". Your legs don't move that good when you get older at 4'8".
Listen, you don't see many people that at 4'8" live to be 80. In 2007, though, Coleman was arrested after, quote, a heated discussion with his wife. He was cited for misdemeanor disorderly conduct in Utah. I guess they lived in Utah. But him and his wife were on the outs again. July of 2009, they reconciled, but his temper got him in trouble when he was arrested on domestic violence charges for punching her. Coleman lost most of his fortune in a legal battle with his adopted parents, who literally took all of his money. He was left with just $200,000. So realistically, if anyone's going to murder Gary Coleman, got to tell you, I mean, is there enough interest in this?
Is there? I don't think so. I mean, what's the domestic violence? He's 4'8". You can punt him, okay?
Right. You can kick him like a football.
All right, and I'm sure. And he was a little nasty little thing too, that Gary Coleman. So I get how she could get irritated.
It's funny that you say he's a nasty little thing, because let me tell you, his wife went on Howard Stern, and he said, Gary began to tickle me. He was trying to kiss me and get on top of me, and I said, no, Gary, no, stop it. All right, she sprinted out of the hotel room and cautioned. She said, keep a close eye on Gary. So this was,
you scrambled from your husband trying to mount you? That's what you got worried about? He was tickling you?
He's 4'8".
So what?
I mean, he was trying, listen.
Why would you sprint out of the room? He's your husband.
He was trying to kiss her and get on top of me, and I said, no, Gary, no. And she eventually sprinted out of the hotel room.
No, screaming, no, he's your husband. I mean, I get it. It's Gary Coleman,
If he was on top of me, I'd say, no, Gary, no.
It's like, get off, you weeble wobble.
Does your brain hurt? Do you feel confused? Well, we decided we're willing to buy you off. Text LUNCH to 828-240-1059, and you'll be entered to win lunch for you and 10 of your coworkers. Did that buy anyone off? We also have more music and more Rizzo and Jeff show soon on 105.9 The Mountain. It's time for Listener Court. Kind of like Kramer and Kramer, but not as good, or educated, or without real lawyers. Okay, it's just Rizzo and Jeff, and they're kind of upset about something and need your help. Listener Court begins now. Court is in session on 105.9 The Mountain.
It is 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock. A Listener Court brought to you by our good friends at VOODOO Brewing right down there in Arden. We tagged them in our post, which is up at the 105.9 The Mountain Facebook page. Shout out to Bill and everyone at VOODOO. Awesome place to eat. World famous food, beer, fries. It's a great place to go. You can bring your dog outside, patio. Just a great place to go. Much like barbecue, also a great place to go, especially over a holiday weekend. And let's say you were going to VOODOO, you wouldn't order something and then go back to the kitchen and take 16 things home with you. Such is the case for a barbecue. The question is simple. If you go to a barbecue, are you entitled to take leftovers back? Yes or no? I contend the answer is absolutely 100% unequivocally no, and I will tell you why. Because a barbecue is a gathering, family, friends, people that you haven't seen. It's a get-together. It's a holiday. You want to bring, a hot dog for the road. That's one thing. Jeff, on the other hand, goes and he brings a cacophony of things. A plate of potato salad, a plate of burgers, a plate of hot dogs, a plate of, pork chop, whatever it is, because he wants to feed himself all week and he doesn't want to pay for it. If every person who went to a barbecue brought home things. It was a take it all, take home things. And I see some comments on Facebook. I see you all. And that's why you're all embarrassed to call. Because you say, well, that's what you do. I mean, people insist on it. No, they don't insist on it, man. People have a barbecue. They invite 30 people. They bring food for 30, 35 people. It is what it is.
Rizzo,
show a little respect,
Rizzo,
man. You're not showing any respect.
Rizzo, it is part of the barbecue, statute. Is that you take
the barbecue statute?
Is that you take food home with you when you leave? Mind you, it was halfway through when I did it. I'm telling you that people will tell you, they will say it. Okay, that it is okay to take food with you when you are at a barbecue to go.
Is it okay if you're at someone's house and they invite you barbecue? Cookout, dinner, whatever. Is it okay to take food home? And think about this. Is 3 plates, 4 plates of full plates excessive? Because now you've just cost this person $10, Jeff. You know the cost of food nowadays.
So what if I brought my own tinfoil?
That's the point. Yeah. 828-240-1059. You'll hear what Jeff has to say next. You'll hear his BS bogus crap story coming up. All right. But I ask you, ladies and gentlemen, to stand with me this week in listener court, make me 16-3, and tell Jeff that much like his cart etiquette, his barbecue etiquette is sus at best.
It's up to you. Don your best black robes and call us. You are the judge and jury. 828-240-1059. Who do you think is right? Who will win? Next on 1059 The Mountain. Listener court begins now. Court is in session on 1059 The Mountain.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Bill at VOODOO Brewing in Arden. I think he would even agree to this one. I need to ask you out there, and Rizzo really took me to task on this. Is it wrong? It's a simple question, all right? 828-240-1059. We have tickets to hang with us in the VIP section at Oktoberfest downtown. Is it wrong when you go to a barbecue, a friend's barbecue, to take food home with you? Now, Rizzo seems to think it's a problem because I took 4 plates of food, excessively took food home from a barbecue. A lot of people you had barbecues over the weekend. If somebody decided, they said, all right, halfway through, they left the barbecue and took 4 plates, is that wrong? I do not think it's wrong. I think the food that is made at a barbecue, there's no rules and regulations when it comes to how much you can eat, what you can take if you want to take it. All right, forget the etiquette. It's a barbecue. People are drunk. They're having a good time, right? So what did I take? I took some ribs. I took some potato salad. I took some coleslaw, okay? I left the hot dogs because I didn't want, I left the hot dogs sitting there. So I took some of the good stuff, the stuff that you know that you could reheat.
You took the good stuff.
The stuff you could reheat and have kind of through the week. And you seem to think, Rizzo, that this is such an egregious thing that I did. What are they going to do with the food? Sit it there if nobody eats it? Also, for me, I feel like I'm actually doing them a favor as that invitation, and I was invited over. If not, you're going to have spoiled food just sitting there. I'm not wrong.
Dude, take a plate, I mean, if you want. But, you're taking 4 plates, you're taking this. And, by the way, you're taking the best stuff. You're taking the stuff that everyone wants. So you're actually taking away from the people who stayed at the barbecue when you just showed up for a half hour and then decided to take dinner for you for the rest of the week.
Do you see this? He always, you know what he does? He tries to label me as, cheap all the time. So I need help here. 828-240-1059. I need some help here. So I'm not peddled as this cheap person who scavenges for food.
Well, that's what you do. You're like a scavenge. You're like the muffin stump guy.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Look, my friend Louise is on here, and I'm hoping Louise has my side on this.
Good morning, Louise.
Well, they do at my house all the time because I'd rather it be ate than thrown away.
Okay. That's right, Louise. You better believe it.
Fine, yes. Louise. Is 4 plates a little much, though?
No, I don't care what they take.
You don't get. So what? You buy enough food for 50 people?
Well, we always have big cookouts, but I don't care. Like I said, I'd rather it be eaten than thrown away.
Right, and what are you going to do with it? You don't got the room for all that food, Louise.
Nope, not at all.
That's right.
Louise,
Yeah.
I cannot believe
My lady.
that you. I can't
baby,
Louise. This
Yeah.
is. You know what? Do me a favor. Hang on for just 1 second, Louise. I appreciate you calling in this morning. I mean, listen, Jeff. Obviously, Louise is helping your case. 828-240-1059. What do you think here? Is Jeff right? Is Jeff wrong? Already, Jeff out the gate. 1 vote.
Yeah, hitting it hot with Louise.
It is 105.9 The Mount Nashville's Classic Rock, the Rizzo and Jeff show. And I could not, was this 80 Bird? Hello, 80? 80 Bird?
80 Bird.
Oh, what's...
BYRD.
Oh, got it. All right. So what do you think about this?
I think Jeff's right, man. We always take 3 or 4 plates when we leave from a cookout, barbecue, or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know why Rizzo's taking me to task on this. So
80 Bird takes 4 plates at a barbecue?
Well, yeah, I mean, we asked if it's all right if we take some plates. They say yeah,
okay.
So we take them.
Okay, fair. No, wait. You said you asked. That's fair. I respect that. He didn't ask. He just took. What if he just took?
I always ask. I mean, that's the way I was raised, to ask somebody.
Yeah, well, look, I'm of the assumption, and I think you're with me, that's a lot of food that's made. There's no way everybody's eating all the food. There's going to be, they want you to take some. Don't you agree?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, see, there
80.
you go. Look at that.
80, this breaks my heart.
No.
80, hang on for 1 second.
Yeah.
We're going to get your information. We appreciate it. Could somebody please, with some semblance of sense, that's all I'm asking. I love 80 Bird. All right. I love whoever called Louise. I love 80 Bird. I love y'all. I do. But is there one human being? Not nobody. I mean, Linda commented she was against you. I mean, Stephanie commented. I mean, Rachel, David. I mean, none of these people. Where are you? I mean, why are we just letting people like 80 Bird run the room? I can't let 80 Bird run the room.
Then just go ahead and do it. Then woo people and tell them if you get somebody to agree with you that you'll give them tickets VIP to Oktoberfest.
Well, I'm down 2-0.
Right.
I'm down 2-0. So I need 3 people to agree with me very quickly at 828-240-1059. Otherwise, the next person who calls and agrees with Jeff is getting VIP tickets to Oktoberfest, and they get to drink and hang out with us early. So don't be an 80 Bird. Don't do it.
It's okay to take 4 to-go plates from a barbecue. You heard it right there.
No,
okay?
You know what?
Right.
Forget you and 80 Bird.
No.
It's up to you. Don your best black robes and call us. You are the judge and jury. 828-240-1059. Who do you think is right? Who will win? Next on 105.9 The Mountain.
It is 105.9 The Mount Nashville's Classic Rock, the Rizzo and Jeff show. And guess what? We're in the middle of Listener Court, brought to you by our good friends at VOODOO Brewing Company right there in Arden. And Jeff, you took 4 to-go plates from a barbecue. I said that was wrong. Initially, Louise and 80 Bird.
80 Bird, yeah.
80 Bird and Louise, they called. They said, I stand firm with Jeff. And I said, please, I need something. I need somebody. I'm hoping that at least my friend Linda's on my side. We have a few people on the phone. 828-240-1059. I think it is more than rude. I think it is presumptuous. I think it is rude. I think it is, honestly, I think it's just, it's Bajigalupus. I do.
Look,
I do.
Here's the thing. Everybody that participates, you're qualified to win tickets to Oktoberfest to sit in the VIP with us and have some beers and sausages and hang out. The more that go with me, the better chance you have. But, yeah, look, I think it's okay if you take to-go plates. I really don't think that there's a limit. Of course, you're not going to walk out with all the food. But, 4
plates is fine.
I took 4 plates to go, and I think that's okay.
Okay, so if 30 people go to a barbecue, everybody takes 4 plates, it's 120 plates on top of the food. That's good?
Well, not everybody's going to do that, all right? That's a hypothetical, all right? But me, I felt that it was okay, and I think it's okay to take food when you're at a barbecue, okay?
828-240-1059. Linda, good morning. What do you think?
No, actually, I'm on your side on this one. I mean, he should have asked, and taking 4 plates is a little bit excessive. I mean, come
right?
on.
And no, if I don't know if you. I mean, did you hear 80 Bird and Louise? Like, where are they at? That they just take plates. Linda, I mean, 80 Bird. Listen. I love every one of our listeners. I love 80 Bird, but this is getting ridiculous.
Listen up here, Linda.
Listen,
what do you want?
If they really wanted you to take it, they would have put to-go containers.
Listen, Linda. There's hungry children in the world, and that food could go to waste if nobody eats it. I'm there to make sure nobody does.
I mean, you should have asked Jeff and just take one plate. I mean, really, 4 plates? That's a little bit much.
It's a little much.
I mean, were you feeding the neighbors?
No, he feeds himself. That's what he does. He feeds himself like a big magical loop.
I'm good clear through the weekend now for food.
Yeah, Jeff's good for the weekend. Hey, listen, I appreciate you weighing in, Linda. Thank you so much. Let's get one more in here. All right, what do you got here? Please don't be like 80 Bird.
What's going on, Riz? This is David Hoyt.
What's up, David Hoyt? What do you think here, huh?
Well, did the people offer to let him take food home?
Well, that's for Jeff to answer.
Look,
the answer to that is a resounding fat no.
David Hoyt, I thought that this was an understood thing when you go to a barbecue, that there's so much food that they want you to take food home with you.
Well, if they offered to, I'd say it was okay.
But if they didn't,
then I'd say no.
Then you'd say no. So,
we're in a standstill here.
All right, so we're at a standstill. We got 2-2 right here. And if 80 Bird didn't call, I'd be winning right now.
Yeah, well, 80 Bird did call, whether you like it or not, all right?
80 Bird called, David. Well, you tell 80 Bird to stop it.
80 Bird, stop it.
Okay. All right. You told 80 Bird, Dave. I'm sure 80 Bird's going to back down. Thanks, Dave.
Thanks, Dave. We'll talk to you. It's the Rizzo and Jeff Show, 105.9 The Mountain. We're to stand, so we need one more. Who is going home unhappy? Well, there you have it. So here's the deal. Do you want to be like 80 Bird? Do you want to be like Jeff? Or do you want to be a normal person like me? We had 2 for Jeff out of the gate, 2 for me. Now the next person, 828-241-1059, is the decider. They could, in fact, be the winner. We got those Asheville Oktoberfest VIP tickets. Jeff, what do you think?
I think it's going to be me on this one. I think it's okay to take 4 to-go plates from a barbecue. I really don't think that there is a number. You take what you can carry out with you. Next person, I'll tell you what. Yeah, VIP with us at Oktoberfest. I like that.
So you're telling me that you think there are more 80 Birds?
Look, 80 Bird agrees with me, and that is okay, and I think that he should. Yes, there are more than people that say no.
All right, 828-241-1059. The conclusion is next. Help me out here, people, please. Don't let Jeff win. It is 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock. Oh, boy, did we certainly strike a chord. Let's just go right with it. Let's go. Donna, you're first. What do you got here? What do you think, huh?
You take the food.
Why, Donna?
Donna!
Why, Donna?
Because
why, Donna?
Because you might get hungry later.
I agree, Donna, and I am hungry right now. And I'll tell you what, I am thinking about that coleslaw, Donna, and I'm going to lap it up when I get home, all right?
You know what, Donna? Do me a favor. Hang on for just 1 second. Let's go to Mike. Mike, what do you think here, buddy?
I'm thinking I'm asking.
Yeah?
I think I'm asking people if I could take some stuff home.
So it was wrong of me to bring my own tinfoil in preparation of me taking it, is what you're saying, Mike?
Yeah, to me, if you're wanting 4 plates, then you might have should have asked if you can have either 4 people come with you or just grab the food.
Right.
Yourself.
Right. He's a big miserable bodgaloo, Mike. Hang on for 1 second. I appreciate you. Let's get to Gino. What do you got, Gino? What do you think here? Was Jeff wrong for taking 4 to-go plates at a barbecue?
No.
No, I don't think so either, Gino. I assume that they make all the food. They want you to take it, right, Gino?
That's very correct, sir.
Really? So if 30 people come to a barbecue, Gino, everyone should take 4 plates. That's 120 plates, Gino.
Not everybody's taking it to go.
When I cook pasta for my buddies, I want them to take as much as they want when they leave.
That's right. Gino, I'll tell you what. You make me rigatoni all day, I'll take it all right,
I'll tell you what. Hang on, Gino, for just 1 second. I cannot believe now how many people are just... I mean, we got Gil. Gil, you can't be like 80 Bird and these people, right?
No way. I'm with you, buddy.
There it is.
Well, of course you are, Gil.
Stop making fun of Gil. What do you want? Why, Gil?
Let me tell you, Gil, if nobody was on the road and it was just me and Gil and he was driving and I was walking, Gil would hit the gas.
Gil, Jeff says it's because you hate him. Is that true, or is it because you know that he's wrong?
I just know that he's wrong.
He's wrong.
All right.
He's a big wrong... Wrenchy.
All right,
hang on, Gil. Don't go anywhere. Let's get one more in here. Let's get Timmy. Timmy, what do you think here, brother? What do you got?
All right. I'll settle it because I'm going to eat sausages and having brews with you guys.
Oh, good stuff.
If you're invited to a barbecue, you're lucky in the first place.
Okay.
It is, I consider, a barbecue buffet. Help yourself.
Oh. Okay.
When you leave, you don't do what he did and just help yourself to whatever he wanted. Most people at a barbecue ask you, "Oh, would you like to take something with?"
Right.
Oh, come on, Timmy boy. It's assumed.
And I'm sure they will not blurt out, "Oh, would you like 3-4 full plates?"
That's right.
There is other people there also.
Right.
That they may want to ask, would you like to take something home?
Well, you see that?
Is that how they speak,
Would you like to
Tim?
take something home?
They speak like Miss Doubtfire?
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Is that how they speak, Tim?
That's it. You know what? The Doubtfire Timmy. You know what, Timmy? Hang on for just 1 second. Don't go anywhere. I got to tell you, I'm tallying it up.
Well, no.
I don't know who won that. I can't even keep count.
If we're doing it in order, I won it. But at the end of the day, it feels like it's a hung jury, doesn't it?
I feel like I do. I feel like this is a mistrial.
Yeah.
So how do we do this?
I don't. We call it a wash this week, and we worry about next week. All right.
Okay, great. All right, it's 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's Classic Rock, the Rizzo and Jeff Show. More coming up next. Don't go anywhere. Coming up next, we're going to talk to you about a teacher, and if you are a teacher or you just dropped your kids off at school, what teachers should not be doing. I think this is a rule of thumb.
Rizzo, this is the one thing, and I've seen too many of these teachers. We don't want you to do this coming up next, okay?
Okay.
Okay, it's clear they learned nothing. So we'll have to do this again next week. Another edition of Listener Court next Tuesday at 8 a.m. Or you can pick up anywhere you left off, anywhere podcasts are found, by searching Rizzo and Jeff in the Morning.
A lesson for all of the parents out there. It's 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's Classic Rock, the Rizzo and Jeff Show, 8:58. If you are a teacher, you have a child whose teacher does this, please just tell them that being the cool teacher is not always the right thing to do. You know, Jeff, it's just one of them things.
This one stings.
This hurts. This is beatboxing to get people hyped for NFL Week 1. This is a Patriots fan teacher. You could get hyped by going to DraftKings and putting in our code WTMT, getting $250, or you could get hyped by this.
Yo, it's Patriot Nation. We rise to the occasion with the heart of a lion. We bring the domination from the stands to the fields. We got that dedication. Every game, every play, it's pure exhilaration. Patriot pride. We stand tall, never fall. In the face of a challenge, we give it our all. So let the anthem ring. Patriots, do your own thing. Patriots forever. Enough said. Miss Becky T out.
Okay, no.
Can you stop?
No.
Okay, I don't want my teacher rapping. Okay.
Well, you know, if you're wondering why she's still in MS instead of an MRS, this might be why.
Yeah, look, I don't want you to do that. You're not going to get any tenure playing that game. So
no,
enough's enough. Teachers, I get it. You want to kind of
be silly,
vibe with the kids.
Yes.
Don't rap. Okay.
Do anything but rap.
Thank you.
Yes.
Attention, everybody! Rocking the mountains for over 15 years. This is WTMT and WTMT AC1 Weaverville. Black Mountain. Classic Rock. 105.9 The Mountain. And Asheville. Asheville Media Group station. The JNN. No longer Asheville's newest, but still least reliable news outlet. Guys, can't we just tell them to go to 828news.com? All right, fine. The JNN Jeff News Network is ready to inform, enlighten, and, well, keep trying anyways. The JNN is on 105.9 The Mountain now.
Vice presidential candidate Timmy Walz, he was unharmed over the weekend as a van carrying members of the press and his motorcade was involved in a crash in Milwaukee.
Little fender bender or crash?
Bender. Now, he was out and about. He was at the State Fair, honking down on everything deep fried out there, dancing around, having a good time. So it involved cars near the rear of the motorcade. He's also the governor of Minnesota, and he was riding closer in the front there. Not sure what caused the crash, but no room for panic because Timmy Walz, he's okay.
T. Walz is okay?
He's okay. He was. Wow, I saw video. He was at the fair, and boy, was he honking on deep fried everything.
Was he really?
Oh yeah.
Well, you know what? You think that helped cushion the blow?
It could have been, but he was licking a cone, and man, can he lick an ice cream cone?
Are we still doing this? Really? Wow. Okay. The JNN is puttering, be it around the 828, out in Canton, being lapped by silver sneakers at the French Broad River, or just rereading news by reputable news sources. The JNN is on your radio now on 105.9 The Mountain.
Now, I never paid attention to this. Not sure if it was a glitch on this guy's McDonald's app or this is something that happens, right? So I've never paid attention because generally I just order on the app and we're going, right? A McDonald's customer pointed out a flaw in the app that was a situation with him. He went to order. He couldn't wait last Sunday to have himself a delicious steak, egg, and cheese bagel sandwich. Okay, and
yummy!
And when you order breakfast at McDonald's, that's the big boy sandwich. Okay,
yeah, that is the big boy.
All right. He noticed that the sandwich that he ordered on the app was $7.99, while the meal was $12.19. Okay?
What?
$12.19. Well, as he got to the restaurant and he looked at the prices on the menu at the restaurant, at the McDonald's there, the sandwich itself was $6.19 instead of $7.99. And on the menu, the meal was $10.69 instead of $12.19. So this is all before pre-tax. So he noticed that the app charged more. And this was the McDonald's app. It wasn't a DoorDash. It wasn't anything like that. It was the McDonald's app itself. So I don't know. It could have been a glitch on his end. Just pay attention.
It's just amazing how much, just all this stuff has become. To me, it's stunning.
$12.69. I mean, that's a $7 for a bagel sandwich. That's a bit.
That's, for a bagel sandwich? Is it giving me a kiss?
It better do a lot of things. There's a hole in a bagel for a reason.
We've asked them to stop, but they just keep making it worse. So we pick and choose our battles. The Jeff News Network, or as you might know it, the JNN, is on your radio, limping like it's anchored to the finish line. We promise it'll all be over soon, and then back to some music on 105.9 The Mountain.
All right, from one glug to the next. A Michigan restaurant hosted a contest to see who can chug the most ranch dressing.
Fun.
It's called the Harmful Roaster. And the contest was to see who could chug a 24-ounce mug of its homemade ranch dressing. And a gentleman by the name of Zach Orphis. Okay?
Oh, my God.
That should tell you. You can just picture a Zach Orphis.
Oh, yes, you can.
He chugged all 24 ounces, folks, in 10 seconds. 24 ounces of ranch dressing in 10 seconds. And he scored a $100 gift card and a free order of wings that he can use every week on their Wing Wednesday until spring. So he's good. So Orphis.
So Orphis, the aptly named Orphis, comes through and wins the ranch dressing chugging contest.
Yeah, mug of ranch for the Orphis. Oh, good. Enjoy it.
Can you imagine that being your name?
Orphis?
How you doing, Mr. Orphis?
Yeah.
I mean, could you in any way be in management if that's your name?
There's nothing
Mr.
you can
Orford.
do.
What could you do?
Chug ranch dressing.
If you live in Weaverville, Woodfin, Anka, Black Mountain, Asheville, Fletcher, look, if you can hear this, we're trying our best to help them, and hey, it's gotten better, right? A little? Well, there's some music coming too. The Rizzo and Jeff Show will be back on 105.9 The Mountain.
It is 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock, the Rizzo and Jeff Show, and you know what time it is?
From Tinseltown to the 828 and beyond, it's time to razzle dazzle on the Rizzo and Jeff Show. All the things that are not fit to print, talk about, mention, discuss, or frankly that important but somehow find their way here. We're sorry, and yes, Jeff can't stand it either. Time for Rizzo's Razzle Dazzle on 105.9 The Mountain. Sorry.
No, you don't have to apologize.
Yeah. What a dumb name. What a dumb...
What's dumb?
What a dopey, dumb thing.
What's a dopey, dumb thing?
The Razzle Dazzle.
Oh, the Jeff News Network's any better?
Well, at least there's a little play off of it. You're trying to make people remember some variety show that nobody knows about.
It's the Hudson Brothers Razzle Dazzle variety show.
And whose dad was that?
Kate Hudson.
Oh, yeah.
It was Bill Hudson.
It.
Kate Hudson's dad was part of the Hudson Brothers Razzle Dazzle special variety show.
Okay. All right. Where's Bill Hudson now, huh? Bill Hudson, was he razzling and dazzling? Kate Hudson?
I think he's with Jesus.
Kate Hudson, is he? All right. No, he's alive.
Is he?
He's alive, yeah. He was married to Cindy Williams and Goldie Hawn. I wonder why those relationships didn't last.
Anyway, to stop hijacking my razzle dazzle.
All right.
We have a motivational speaker, and I long contend that there hasn't been a motivational speaker of this caliber since the one and only Matt Foley.
Hey, I'm just here to remind you that when life isn't horrible, it's actually pretty good. So if you just don't think about how horrible it is and think about how good it is, then it gets better, even though horrible stuff's still happening.
And that was riling kids up for a football game.
I'm juiced. I got to tell you, I'd rather have him over that watermelon head Tony Robbins.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's so funny because
I don't know how that guy stands upright with that head.
He's got he hires these head puppeteers that they walk around and they hold his head.
They must.
They pop him up and down like they did, with FDR. They just prop him up. They just pop up his head. That's a big dome.
Yeah.
So
they could hide it with FDR. Tony Robbins, that thing. I got to tell you.
Well, again, a great motivational speaker.
Hey, I'm just here to remind you that when life isn't horrible, it's actually pretty good.
I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
So maybe he needs to speak with this guy. Now, this guy made the news, quote unquote. I dare I say one of the best newscasts I've ever heard. It is what it is. But let me just tell you, maybe if he spoke to this guy, he might practice a little more kindness, Jeff.
Okay.
This guy's leaving treats on one person's porch. They don't know how. They don't know why. Well, they know how. They don't know why. They don't know who it is. They don't know what happened. But here's the gist.
Poop on a porch. No need to fancy this one up, friends. That's what this next story is all about. New video tonight as Louisville police look for the one doing the number 2 on a porch in Old Louisville. It happened early Tuesday morning. Surveillance footage you're seeing here. A man in a red T-shirt, gray basketball shorts, and socks right there on the front porch. He looked around, did his business, walked away, came back, did it again, and the second time, he rang the doorbell. Roderick Dow lives right across the street and saw it all.
Literally started crapping like boom. And he got up, walked off, and went back down the street.
Well, there you go. And basically, they're just on the lookout for this guy, and he's just trying to figure out what happened.
God, imagine going down for that,
Being that guy.
That's what you go to get a job for, and then, after the fact.
They pull your record.
Well, they ask you to dive deep into the arrest, and then you just explain it to them. It kind of is what it is.
It's what it is.
Well, that was something. At this point, something is the bar we're shooting for, so we've reached it. What do you expect? You get what you get. The Rizzo and Jeff Show will be back on 105.9 The Mountain. Rizzo Rizzo and Jeff tried to do their work today, but just couldn't quite get it done. So here's where they try to cram it all in at the end. It's What Didn't Make the Show on 105.9 The Mountain.
I didn't know they existed, a pelvic floor expert sharing some helpful tips on why you should be careful when in the loo. They say the magic number of wipes is 3, according to this pelvic floor expert. There are several reasons for that, but 3, it's nice, it's even, doesn't hurt your pelvis. Actually, excessive, going to the bathroom and, using too much toilet paper could actually hurt your pelvis and then coincidentally hurt any thrusting motions you may need in the future.
Yeah.
So keep your pelvic health together.
Well, look, my thrusting motions have been in repair for many years now at this point. But listen, I wipe how many times I want, when I want, where I want.
Oh, you're going to do it when you want, whatever you want. You don't care.
And there's not a soul in the world that can tell me different, okay?
Well, excuse me.
Yeah, sister.
Rizzo and Jeff tried to do their work today, but just couldn't quite get it done. So here's where they try to cram it all in at the end. It's What Didn't Make the Show on 105.9 The Mountain.
If you're large and in charge and looking for chickies, we have the
Good luck.
We got the Snackinator.
Okay.
What's the Snackinator? You don't even have to lift your hand, and it will feed you snacks while you're gaming. It will sit there for you. They call it the Snack Dipper, and it'll dip, it'll nugget, it'll fry, it'll do whatever you need, and I think it's a magical, whimsical thing. I love it. I got to be honest with you. I think this is it's spectacular.
So we get some Wendy's spicy nugs,
and we do a double dippy do in some yellow mustard.
Yeah, don't double dip. You dip once and you end it. All right.
How about yellow mustard?
Huh?
How about yellow mustard?
What about it?
Spicy nugs, yellow mustard.
Spicy nuggets into yellow mustard. Oh, boy, that just sounds so delicious. You're large and in charge.
But just couldn't quite get it done. So here's where they try to cram it all in at the end. It's What Didn't Make the Show on 105.9 The Mountain.
Most importantly, are you a Peacock subscriber?
I thought that I was. Okay, and then WWE Bash at Berlin happened over the weekend, and it was on the Peacock. And then when I went to log in, I couldn't. So I guess I must have had a trial of it for a while with something, and then it ended. I know I have to get it to watch football this weekend on Friday, the Eagles game. But,
however, there's an even better reason to get it, and that's for a movie called Gary. For those of you who have wondered for the past 15 years what happened to Gary Coleman, rest assured all your fears will be quelled. Your answers will be answered. Very simply put, it's easy. What happened to Gary Coleman? Well, they think they have a reason.
The kid was a true star.
Different Strokes was a groundbreaking show. The audience loved Gary.
He had a spirit about him. He was always an entertainer.
By the way, it's Miss Garrett. Mrs. Garrett, I think she's hanging on for dear life. But
really? That's an understatement.
It is what it is.
If someone had told me my life would have been like this early enough where I could have got out, I would have got out.
Oh, yeah.
The actor's parents and business advisors skimmed some of his eurnings.
They took $770,000 and gave it to themselves.
I'd have taken that very deeply to heart.
He said, I just wanted to say goodbye.
Alan, when we're here, send someone quick. There's a lot of blood on the floor.
The death of Gary Coleman was suspicious.
I don't know what I can say without being sued.
People think that I did this because I'm the ex-wife. I'm the evil person, right?
His life is a cautionary tale.
A big man in this little kid's body.
The greatest child actor of all time.
There's certain performers that change our lives. He was one of them.
All right, listen, I love Gary and all. That was a little excessive on the Coleman. I'm sorry. The greatest child actor of our time.
What did she do?
They're saying that his ex-wife murdered him, and they're asserting these awful accusations at Mrs. Coleman.
Okay.
The only one that gave him love, his family stole from him. If anyone's going to murder him, it's going to be the family.
Didn't he fall down the stairs or something? Wasn't that the issue? And then he hit his head?
Yeah, he hit his head, bro. Okay. Yeah, a lot of blood.
So what are you going to do at this point? What did she do? She punted him down the stairs? I mean, at this
like
point,
a football?
Where are we at now? It's we're 15 years later. We can't figure it out in 15 years.
She called who's the guy who played for the Giants for 30 years and played on every team, the kicker?
Vinatieri, right?
Yeah, did he call Vinatieri over and give him a kick?
He's 4'8". She tripped him. It was the
Well, that was something. Rizzo and Jeff. One is obsessed with his dog, the other with fiber. And people want them to come over and hang out? Just consider yourself lucky you just have to hear them and not smell them. More Rizzo and Jeff show coming up after a quick break on 105.9 The Mountain.
The NFL Week 1 is back, baby, and a new season means new ways to get in on the action at the DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. And Jeff, I am telling you, there are so many ways to win and so many great things if you download that DraftKings Sportsbook app right now.
Yeah, Rizzo, look, if this is your first bet that you're going to be placing, there's so many simple ways to win, right? You could do like first touchdown score. You could do passing yards, rushing yards or attempt, receiving touchdowns. So many different easy ways for you to get started on the DraftKings Sportsbook app, Rizzo.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm looking at one right now. Will Patrick Mahomes throw for over 350 yards? That's at plus 600. I'll be honest with you, man.
Against Baltimore?
Against Baltimore. Listen, it's a long shot. But Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
All right. So you can score big with stuff like that at the DraftKings Sportsbook, the number one place to bet touchdowns. Okay. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use promo code WTMT. Okay. That's promo code WTMT for new customers. And if you do that, you get $250 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Now, here's the thing. Go to the 105.9 The Mountain Facebook page. Check it out. Somebody did that. They already got their bets and they're betting all these crazy parlays. And I hope that Larry wins one of them. But not only that, you get 1 month of NFL Plus Premium on us, only on DraftKings, where the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 877-718-5543 or visit morethanagame.nc.gov. 21 plus, North Carolina only. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/ftball. NFL Plus Premium offer available only to new and former NFL Plus subscribers. Additional NFL Plus premium terms at NFL.com/terms.